Betway sponsors FROCH versus Groves 2 on Sky Sports.
This is Kugan Cassius for IFL TV in association with Betway here at Wembley Stadium. With me, I've got American unbeaten boxer Brandon Gonzalez. How are you, Brandon?
Everything's good, man. How are we doing?
How are you enjoying England?
Oh, good. So far, so good.
When did you arrive?
Yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, depending on whose time schedule you're on, American or here. Yeah.
So what did you think of the weather? Because it's been raining the last couple of days.
A little different than California, but it's nothing we haven't seen before. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're fighting James DeGALE in a final eliminator for the IBF title. Compared to the opponents you've faced so far in your career, where does James DeGALE sit? You
know, that'll be determined Saturday night. You know what I mean? Obviously, he has the resume of a world-class fighter. So, you know, you have to ask me Sunday about what I thought about what type of opponent, where he ranks as far as opponents I faced.
Brandon, we're sitting here at Wembley now. Come Saturday night, this is going to be a packed 80,000 crowd. How are you going to deal with that?
Oh, I look forward to it. It's extremely motivating, but it doesn't matter if I'm in front of eight people or 80,000 people. I'm putting on the best performance that I possibly can come Saturday night. Aside
from James DeGale's resume, how much of him have you taken notice of before, or have you taken notice of him before?
It wasn't too much before. He was never on my radar. You know, it's hard. Where I was at in my career, it's hard to see. It was hard to see me fighting somebody like this. We're in different organizations. I had a couple different opponents in the IBF being mentioned for the Eliminator. He wasn't one of them. And then his name popped up, and you know, I knew we were going to end up at Wembley Stadium.
Being under Virgil's guidance, obviously, you would have done some sparring with Andre Ward, as Virgil mentioned in the press conference. How's that been, Andre being pound for pound one of the best fighters in the world?
Yeah, I've been boxing with Andre since my amateur career, when he was still amateur or just turning pro. So we've been boxing for quite some time. Again, not only Andre in the gym, we have a lot of world class guys in the gym. So it's a great environment. We all feed off each other. It just helps me grow as a fighter.
Have you done any sparring with AMIR Khan?
Too small. No, not sparring with him.
No. Nah. You know AMIR Khan quite well, obviously, with him being with Virgil as well. So he fought recently against Luis Galazzo. How did you think he performed?
Yeah, no, I thought he did a great job. He looked excellent. But again, I saw that leading into the camp. You know, I was privy to his camp going into it, so I expected that type of performance, and I thought he looked great.
The main event here, FROCH versus Groves, obviously, you know, I know you're not going to overlook this fight, but have you looked to that fight at all and possibilities in that fight to see your potential next opponent?
Yes and no. I mean, this is it's two birds with one stone. We get to come out and you know, compete for the IBF Eliminator, and I expect to win that. And then right after that, we get to scout our possible future opponent. So, you know, and enjoy 80,000 screaming Brits at the same time. So I'm extremely excited.
Any fans for you over here, Brandon?
Oh man, the support has been tremendous. You know what I mean? I've got through social media. You know, a lot of them reached out to me and told me, you know, wish me luck, and they can't wait to see me perform. So, you know, I don't feel like I'm walking into hostile territory. Maybe, you know, you can expect it, but at the same time, I think there's going to be a lot of support in the crowd for me.
Did you watch the first fight between Carl Froch and George Groves?
I did, yeah.
What did you make of that whole situation with the stoppage?
Oh, I'm sorry, the first Groves and Froch.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough, man, because you can't deny the fact that Carl Froch did have him hurt, and it was inconclusive, so you don't know what could have happened. Carl Froch could have got the stoppage, or George Groves could have went on the points, and I think that's why we're at this point with the rematch. And
what happens in the rematch, in your opinion?
Oh man, yeah. Yesterday I thought George Groves was going to win. Today I'm saying Carl Froch. So
that's like the majority of England at the moment.
It's a 50-50 fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. It's a grudge match, and yeah, I lean more towards the experienced Froch, but at the same time I wouldn't be surprised if the young lion pulls it off. Who
would you rather win for the benefit of your own career?
I mean, both of them present pros and cons. You know, Carl Froch, he's a name. That could potentially be a bigger fight. But then George Groves is a similar situation I'm in now, where you have two young, hungry contenders, which I think both of those scenarios, I think a great champion has to face. And I think, you know, come Saturday night is the first step in moving towards that process. So I'm looking forward to it.
All right, well, listen, Brandon Gonzalez, thanks for talking to IFL TV. Wish you the best of luck.
Hey, thanks a lot.
In
Appreciate
your fight with James DeGALE this week. We've got to back James DeGALE. He's one of our fighters, but we wish you the best of luck as well.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's a business.
Definitely. All right. Kugan Cassius with Brandon Gonzalez for IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Betway sponsors FROCH versus Groves 2 on Sky Sports.